Born to an undistinguished tribe in New Mexico, the Frumentarii was a small child growing up with a nimble frame. This, however, gave him certain advantages when it came to speed, and he also displayed an aptitude for learning, helping his father and the rest of the tribe devise plans for hunting animals. Most important, however, was his charisma, and even as a young child, the Frumentarii could tell great stories that intrigued the entire tribe and made them laugh. When the Frumentarii was 11 years old, however, his tribe was conquered by Caesar's legion. His parents were enslaved and he never saw them again. Still young, however, the Frumentarii was enslaved and trained to be a legionnaire. Despite being half the size of the other legionaries, he showed twice the determination and worked harder than all of them. Eventually promoted to decanus, he devised a brilliant trap to conquer an entire tribe with only 8 men, and when this succeeded, his superiors took note. The Frumentarii was removed from his position as a decanus and inducted into the Frumentarii by Caesar himself, given the freedom to enter and exit Legion territory on behalf of scouting for the Legion. He was sent to the Mojave to pick up a courier job as a disguise, while he could travel the wastes and report for the Legion. He performed many tasks under this disguise, serving as a scout, a spy, a diplomat, and even a saboteur. Eventually, when performing his regular courier job, however, he was shot, and you know the story from there. The Frumentarii, despite working hard, was never noticeably strong. He was very perceptive and intelligent, however, and his smaller frame made him quicker than his foes. Most noticeable, however, is his charisma, and the Frumentarii was often sent as a diplomat or emissary to tribes on behalf of the Legion. Starting off New Vegas, the Frumentarii is relatively weak when it comes to combat, but he's very talented when it comes to non-combative skills. He'll start off with 3 strength, 7 perception, 3 endurance, 8 charisma, 7 intelligence, 6 agility, and 6 luck. His traits will be small frame and good-natured, and his major skills will be speech, sneak, and guns. Complementing this, his minor skills will be survival, lockpick, medicine, and explosives. For the end game at level 30, his essential perks will be 6 intense training, which you can use to bump up your strength and endurance, lady killer, and confirm Bachelor. You can roleplay as bisexual, but we mainly did this just because he's manipulative and sleazy. Educated for the extra perks. Terrifying Presence, Mr. Sandman, Sneering Imperialist, Ferocious Loyalty, Silent Running, and Strong Back. In terms of endgame gear, nothing is essential as the Frumentarii generally wears anything to blend into his environment. Remember, you are a spy and your goal is to not get recognized as working for the Legion. In terms of weapons, we recommend the Grease Lightning Gunrunners Edition Power Fist, the Silence 10mm pistol, and a sawed-off shotgun. These are all small and can be used sneakily, so we really recommend it for the spy experience. In terms of armor, we also recommend suits and business wear when in New Vegas, and the Courier's Duster when on the roads. Super important and necessary for this build is the mod Legion's Quests Expanded, which either adds or brings together a lot of quests that benefit the Legion to actual quests assigned by Caesar. The link is in the description. In terms of gameplay, the Frumentarii is loyal to Caesar personally for recognizing his talents and promoting him. And while he sees the Legion as his brothers, he isn't extremely devoted to their ideals, so when necessary, he'll use things like modern medicine and stim packs on himself, or even get implants. His preferred style is talking people out of fights, but if he has to fight, he prefers to do it stealthily and unfairly. He is a double agent, so his style is stealth and tricking people. If he has to, however, He prefers guns such as the sawed-off shotgun or a silenced 10mm pistol to discreetly take care of his foes. After being shot in the head, the Frumentarii will make his way around the Mojave, tracking down the man who shot him, while also helping the Legion whenever he can. Most important, however, is that you do not get caught or recognized. The Frumentarius works undercover, and no one, not even the Legion, knows he's one of them. Do not complete the main questline for the Legion until you complete most of the quests around the Mojave in favor of the Legion. Otherwise, you will lose access to a huge part of gameplay simply by siding with the Legion. You can go to the fort to gain the initial Frumentarii quests from Volpes, but do not blow up things like the Vault or openly attack the NCR until you've completed your subterfuge. The Frumentarius is a double agent, and you need to play as one. For example, there are quite a few NCR quests you can do that'll work against the NCR's interests while still gaining fame with them, like helping Curtis blow up the monorail or allowing Hanlon to continue falsifying NCR reports. The Frumentarii will take on every companion, and although we may not complete all of their quest lines, Arcade Ganon is super necessary. The Frumentarii will approach him before completing the major quests for the Legion, and he'll complete Arcade's storyline, convincing the remnants to aid the Legion. Elsewise in the story, he will serve as a talented diplomat and convince factions all over the Mojave to support the Legion, such as the Boomers, White Gloves, and Brotherhood of Steel. The Frumentarii will assist the White Gloves in returning to cannibalism in exchange for an alliance, and will commit acts of subterfuge whenever he can to harm the NCR. Some of these include having the Kings wipe the NCR out of Freeside, activating Archimedes in Helios 1, or just helping the Misfits cheat out of actually working. In general, I recommend you avoid completing quests that will openly mark you as pro-Legion and ruin your reputation with the NCR until you've completed side quests undercover in favor of the Legion. In terms of companions, go for all of them and try to complete their quests if they can benefit the Legion. Don't be afraid to kill them, however, if it benefits the Legion. You should take Cass to the Van Graffs to be killed, for example, since you'll want to complete their storyline, but you'll also want to betray the Van Graffs to help the Legion. You should also kill Boone after making him kill Manny, because this effectively eliminates 2 NCR snipers. Some companions like Rex should have their storylines completed, however, in favor of the Legion obviously, so choose Lupa, and convince Raoul to become a gunslinger. Overall, you do have the liberty to do and choose what you want, but this is what I recommend to get the most out of gameplay and be roleplay accurate. That wraps it up for the Legion Frumentarii build. This is one of the most fleshed out and intricate character builds I've ever developed, since it involves completing almost every quest. Comment below from what faction you want us to cover the next character build. Our options are the Brotherhood of Steel, Followers of the Apocalypse, Enclave, NCR, Great Khans, and more Legion builds. Until then though, enjoy the Frumentarius build, and stay true to Caesar.